Data security is more important than ever. The new rules imposed by the Australian government makes it important for companies to enhance their cybersecurity, but that shouldn't be the only motive to protect customer data. Keeping a clean network, clean computers and personal devices, and not to mention clean desks, should be an organizational habit. Brian has worked with various Australian organizations as a systems architect, building solutions that handle customer data. He knows a whole lot about data, and these are key tips that he has prepared for us at CRM Strategy, and we thought that they are worth sharing. In this article, Brian is going to go over two topics. First, HTML injections. He's going to talk about how they work and what we need to be aware of. And then he's going to talk about general data security policies and conduct that any organization that handles any customer data or any data of any sort should abide to. And that, of course, includes us, CRM Strategy. Let's begin with the first topic, HTML injections.
An attacker would take advantage of a business with a reputation that has some sort of sign-up page that's not authenticated, and then send out emails and go phishing to a whole lot of people and say, oh, your credit card is expired. Please click here to enter it. And what you've done is you've set up a fake website sign-up credit card screen, and you're capturing stuff.
So, Brian, how easily can those forms be exploited?
This is a lead capture form. You submit that, it says thank you, refresh. You now have a lead, and now I'm going to show you how this can be exploited. And so as a result of me adding the lead, I got an email. It's got my name on it. That's because there are merge fields on the email. So we're now going to exploit these merge fields. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace what's in there and also replace the entire rest of the email with whatever I want to put in there. Now, I could be a program doing this and doing it thousands of times. So what can we do about it? Well, there's not really much you can do about it. And so this HTML form could be modified to do a little bit of cleaning. And the best thing to do would be to clean out the greater than and less than sign so that the tags don't work. So, but whatever content that they put in there would still appear on the email, but it would look stupid, and the attacker would probably say, no, that's not going to work. So we need to be mindful when working with customers. Whenever we see something like, oh, they've got some sort of self-registration page or sign-up page without any authentication, that's a potential for being exploited by using HTML injection. You need to make sure you clean the form.
Is it better not to have an auto response, or not have a link in the auto response, or not have any personal information that was submitted?
Well, if you don't have an auto response, you've negated the issue. You haven't fixed it, but you've negated the effect.
Yeah.
Or a generic auto response that says thank you for your email or something like
Yeah.
that.
So, Brian, can you talk to us about general policies we can adopt to enhance our security and use of information?
One of the policies that we want to have is what I call clean network. We should have no customer data on our network wherever possible. And the only time we should have customer data on our network is for the period of handling for initial loading of a database, something like that. Then once the database is handed over and put up into the production environment, we need to ensure that we remove all copies of customer data, including everything out of the backups. Oh, we did this import for a customer. Just in case there's a problem with it, I'll just hang on to the import file. And yes, that's probably valid, but for a couple of days, but we need to remove it. And if you don't do it immediately, you just forget. In terms of clean personal devices, no storing of passwords that access customer systems on your personal devices. No little text files or cheat notes. The only thing you should use on your personal device to get access to customer systems is the built-in password store that's in the browser. And the other thing is we need to determine where is the best place to put certificates. To get access to many systems. The other area of policies, clean documents. When we make documents, videos, design documents or anything, and we're taking screenshots of systems, we are to never to use a screenshot of a live system with customer detail. And clean communication. We do not send emails with screenshots of customer information unless you go through and block out the personal information on them. Clean presentations. We don't do presentations in front of customers showing customers unless it's their own system.
How do I send secure passwords?
There's a choice of two. You can either use a secure document in one SharePoint or SMS is really the two options that only exist.
Yes, I normally say, here's where you've got to go. The username is this. Right? I'll text you the password.
I trust SharePoint enough that if you do a direct share with someone and then delete it when they've got it, then we're all good.
If you have a clean network, it is obvious that you don't have to be so concerned about how secure your network is. But obviously, that does not mean that you should not use a cybersecurity company to help you enforce some measures. Thank you for listening to our article. Follow us on CRM Strategy on LinkedIn, or feel free to visit our website www.crmstrategy.au.